All right, legends, welcome back to another video here on GLR.
Hey guys, today's video, the Great British Pub Culture Explained.
All right, okay. We're going to the UK, September. We don't know. We're going to try and go in the middle of September. We don't know the date. We want to go see Taskmaster. Anyway, that's the point.
Yeah.
We're going over there. And, people have been telling us that you got to check out pubs. You got to go see, don't go to this pub and go to that pub. And
and a lot of the sitcoms we're watching, they go to the pub. Yeah. Like Only Fools and Horses. You know that film, that sitcom, obviously. They are always going to the pub.
Right.
That's just where you go.
Right.
And it feels like, I think if you asked me, I would have guessed that you guys had, or Britain has a pub culture, where like in Spain here, they have more like a cafe culture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like a terrace culture.
Coffee, hang out.
Yeah. Like chilling kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
There are definitely bars here.
Yeah. And in the U.S., I don't know. In the U.S., they don't really, it's not a culture of hanging out. It's a culture of working and and working all kind of until 8, 9 at night. Not everybody, but obviously, I would say it's an overriding culture there. And I guess if there are some people, like if I can think back to when I was actually working in an office, God dang, that was like 5, 6, 7 years ago. Yeah. Anyway, that was like, they would say, let's go out for a drink, but I guess you would kind of go to a bar. It wasn't really like a pub, though.
Yeah,
like
it wasn't
beer wasn't
anywhere specific.
Yeah, be a restaurant with a bar or something like that.
I know there's TV shows like Cheers.
Yeah,
where that's
that's
so
true.
that's true. And maybe in some places.
Yeah, but
it's not throughout the entirety of the United States.
Right.
Where people go and hang out at specific places and it's not like a culture. I wouldn't say the U.S. has a culture of anything like that.
Yeah. That's true. So I don't know. We're going to see what this one's about. This is brought to you by a little channel called Jimmy the Giant, and we're going to include a link in the description so you can head on over there and subscribe to his channel and do all the YouTube stuff. I'm sure he would appreciate that. Yeah. I'm excited to get going with this. Okay. If you like this kind of content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Because it's free 99.
Yes.
And there's a link in the description so you can get early access to these videos, and you get to see videos that we don't show here, like Faulty Towers, Only Fools and Horses, Inside Number 9, all of those things. All right, you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's crack on with it.
All right.
One of the great things about England is pubs.
My whole love of journalism and debating came from just observing people in the pub.
The Great British Pub has been the backdrop for debate, conflict, and even love.
What the hell? I'm sorry, this is irrelevant.
The backdrop for debate, conflict, and even love.
Oh, they're fighting. Oh.
A place open for all, from geezers to hipsters to ladies' nights out.
We all mix together as one, and that's how it should be.
It is the backbone of British culture.
Go to the Winchester, have a nice cold pint, and wait for all this to blow over.
So today we're going to explore this fascinating culture. We're going to go through its history, its controversies, and whether it's going to survive in the future. This is the story of the Great British Pub.
British have a famous reserve when it comes to being social.
That's true. That reminds me of Ted Lasso.
Oh,
he used to go down to the pub all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
I like that.
It does. Oh man,
it seems fun.
And everything about the pub is micro-engineered to break down those social barriers and to enable people to talk to each other.
Pub is short for public house, with its origins dating as far back as 43 AD to 410 AD, and it came from the Romans as they occupied Britain. However, pubs as we know them today would really become popular in the Victorian era. They were communal meeting points that typically the working class could go to and enjoy themselves. Pubs fall into a few different categories, and they have changed a lot over the years, but let's start with 3 basic ones. Firstly, you have the traditional pub. These are often housed in like historic British buildings. Typically, there'll be laws and regulations over how you can change the building's exterior as a way to preserve the culture. So this means there's very low ceilings and very low doorways because apparently people were smaller back then. A lot of the interior is made out of wood. There's wooden beams everywhere. There's usually an open fireplace, and it's designed to feel like a nice, homely, cozy living room. When it comes to drinks, they'll serve a range of beers, ales, ciders, and they might even offer traditional pub food, which we would call pub grub. Now let's move on to the next.
Man, okay, I like that kind of pub. This is my favorite pub so far.
Not because of the food, not because of the beer, but because of the food.
Well, no, I like how it looks. Like that's classic pub to me. How old it looks. How classic. Old times.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it. It looks like Black Books kind of looking.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what kind of excited me is that,
And the wood.
there are a couple places like that here. Like in Spain, like I know in Malaga, there was a place that was like super old, had all the barrels and stuff that you would go in.
Yeah.
But we're always, okay, I know people are going to say something about us speaking Spanish, but I can communicate, but it's a lot different when you go in a place that's packed of Spanish speakers and you need to order a drink. So I've never really gone into them.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons I can't wait to go to the UK, because I can go into any of them. I don't care how many people are there, and they can understand what I'm saying. I can understand what they're saying.
At a screaming level, and with everybody screaming around you. Yeah.
I can say stuff like, I've never been here before. I'm not from here. What's the best beer that you would suggest? Like I can say all that. I can't say all that in Spanish, okay?
I know. But anyway, I love all the old wood architecture, texture,
nice.
all that. The fact that it's cozy.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, that's true. Here, let's go back, see what these.
Ciders, and they might even offer traditional pub food, which we would call pub grub. Now let's move on to the next pub, and that is the country pub.
And every country village needs a country pub.
Now, as the name suggests, a country pub is far out in the sticks, way away from what they would refer to as city folk. Why this is different from a traditional pub is that traditional pubs can exist in very urban areas. The atmosphere of a traditional pub relies on its surrounding area. It might be a bit more fun, a bit more lively, and there might be, God forbid, young people in there. Whereas the country pub is quite the opposite. The country pub is more quiet, more cozy, more chill. It caters to the locals who will look at outsiders with a little bit of scorn. The locals have typically lived in that town for generations and generations.
And then we got their children's children and their grandchildren. And they still recognise you and still know you. So, good night, Miss Paige. Good night, Sam. Good night, John. Good night, Teddy.
And then lastly, we can throw in brewery taps. A brewery tap is a pub that's attached to a brewery.
Oh, I feel like this is what the U.S. has.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, this is what.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I don't even want to say we. I don't.
They is what they have in the U.S.
That is exactly what they have.
Yeah.
Where it's big, industrial, it's all spread out.
Yeah.
It's not cozy at all.
No. Mm-mm.
Yep. Okay. Here
Yeah,
we go.
because they need to get as many people as possible in there so they can make more money.
Oh.
Yep.
They brew a beer on site and they sell it there. And these pubs tend to look a bit more industrial and are more used as a marketing tool for that beer. But for now, let's get a feel of what it's like to step foot into a traditional pub.
Okay.
Well, here we go. Alright, so picture this. It's a Wednesday, you finish work, it was a bit stressful, and so what do? You of course venture down to the pub. Which pub will it be today? Will it be the famous Cock, the Red Lion, the Horse's Mouth? And so you approach the front door of the pub and you push open the door to be greeted by another door for some reason. There's always these two doors. Instantly you hear Mickey and the boys sat in their usual spot, shouting about some political thing that they read in the Sun. Listen here, boys, you know what I'd do if I was in charge, if I was Prime Minister? Yeah, we'll sat there, Mickey. Get the whole lot of them, take them outside, and I'd shoot them. Yeah, that's about right, Mickey. In the corner of Mickey's eye, he sees you as you walk in. The whole table's attention turns. Here comes trouble. You exchange niceties for a couple of seconds, and then Mickey, he'll escort you to the bar to go get a drink. These particular gentlemen are who you would refer to as the geezers.
Yeah, you trying to wind me up? I'm not trying to wind anyone up. I'm fucking serious.
These are working class lads. They could be anywhere from the age of like 25 to 55 really. Might be a plumber, a sparky, a carpet fitter, you know, proper man's jobs. They're not going to be in the HR department working in diversity and inclusion. Now, what's very interesting about the geezer is that the geezer exists within all British men. No matter how middle class you are, whether you shop at M&S or Waitrose, the infectious charisma and energy of the geezer will undoubtedly rub off on you at some point in the night.
That's funny because...
Who's that?
Oh, what happened? Yeah, okay.
What happened?
It confused me because the In-Betweeners guy came on.
Yeah.
I think it's because I accidentally paused it too.
Oh, okay. Hopefully I didn't go back too far. But anyway, I was saying that when we think of geezers, I think of like an older person.
Yeah, 100%.
Because that's how they say it in the U.S., like an old geezer.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking at all. That's why I was trying to stop it to say geezers is not like a 25-year-old.
No. Yeah,
so that's
interesting.
That's different.
Is that the geezer exists within all British men. No matter how middle class you are, whether you shop at M&S or Waitrose, the infectious charisma and energy of the geezer will undoubtedly rub off on you at some point in the night.
Who's that?
Well, this is... What's your name?
Steve.
Steve. He'll be joining us. Why?
Usually around sort of beer 6, maybe 7. You'll leave your table, you head to the toilet, you might wobble there because you're getting a little bit intoxicated. And as you go for a piss, the door will bang wide open, Mickey walks right in, stands next to you, and he turns to you and he says, "You watched the game last night, mate?" To which you'll panic because last...
You see who that was?
Oh, no. I think I was trying to think of what the IT crowd, those two guys always say. Oh God, I forgot what it was. Remember how they were learning football?
Yeah, he walked right into it. Or
that was something else in that game. Oh God, I forgot what it was.
Why'd you bring it up?
I don't know. I know.
Something else for them to comment about.
No, just tell us what they say, okay?
Next to you, and he turns to you and he says, "You watched the game last..."
Oh, Lee Mack.
Yeah, it's Lee Mack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last night, mate. To which you'll panic because last night you're at yoga and you need to now come up with a cover story. And so you will reply, "Nah, not me, mate. Mrs. was having none of it. You know it is, mate." But this brings us on to our next pub goer, Middle Class Michael.
What a nice pub. Yes, it's a lovely pub.
Now, Middle Class Michael, he probably works in IT or marketing or something like that, an office job. He's come from work, so he's wearing his nice smart shirt, but he's undone a button, he's letting loose. He'll be somewhere in his late 20s to 30s. He probably lives in central London or some kind of city. But Michael, too, is welcome into the pub. In fact, all of his friends are welcome to come in and speak at an appropriate volume. Until about his 5th Copperberg, where he starts to find this feeling, this foreign feeling, which is called self-confidence. And he'll start speaking louder and louder until they're throwing up in the toilet.
Oh, God.
Next up, you have the old boys, aka the locals. These are men from the age of 60 to about really any day prior to their death. They're drinking proper drinks, you know, they're drinking stout, Guinness. They all, of course, dress like farmers. They love Jeremy Clarkson. They hate young people. These are the main demographic of any good country pub.
And we're here in Clarny because we've been invited by a very special character. I hear he's a local legend. Sam, how are you? Good, my dear.
And then you get a few little special guests, such as tourists, who are typically American. They're wearing some bright t-shirt. They've got a...
Oh, God. I'm going to make 1,000% sure I do not dress... Well, first of all, I don't dress like that anyway.
We would never dress like that.
I'm gonna try and have on the least American clothes. Actually, I don't have any American clothes.
Yeah, we don't have any American clothes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Or unless this is an American clothes, I don't know if this might be.
I don't know. Did you buy it from there?
I think I brought this from America. No, Giselle, don't bring this to England.
Such as tourists who are typically American. They're wearing some bright t-shirt. They've got a bum bag to keep all their things in. And they're saying something about how authentic this place is. It's so quaint. It's so British. And then you get families. Oh, I forgot to say you have the alcoholic who's sat in a corner murmuring to himself. It's a pretty sad sight. But then finally you have one other group that will sometimes show their face in a pub. And that is women.
It's so much fun.
Now what's interesting about the pub is that pre-World War II, to see a woman in a pub was a very rare sight. It was frowned upon. It was a cultural taboo.
Do you object to me being served alongside you here, sir?
I think for myself that the place for women is the saloon bar or the lounge.
Why?
It was kind of like that so that husbands and wives could be away from each other. so that the men could do men things, say naughty words. But nowadays you get what is called a ladies' night. Now this is the one night that ladies have decided they're going to go to the pub. They've spent 3 months over WhatsApp, organising, arguing, falling out over this night. It's a big night for them. It could be a hen do, a birthday, and they...
Well, that's really interesting.
Huh.
Hold on, let him finish this.
Will arrive at the pub dressed in their skin-tight dresses, drinking gin and tonic, holding their purse. They're loud, they're passionate, they're dramatic. You'll have one in the corner crying her eyes out as she's staring at her phone, texting away furiously. Another being kicked out by the bouncers as she vomits over herself. It's quite a sight to see, you know, an image that I'm sure the suffragettes never imagined would happen. Progress.
Well, I'm just wondering, like... So, like out here, you know, if we walk by bars, men and women, it's like a pickup scene or something.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm guessing it's the same way over there.
Yeah, you would think men would want the women there.
Yeah.
Even back in the olden days. Like
No.
Okay, well.
Because like for example, if you have like a you know like you want to get together with the fellas to watch football, like, you know, you don't want a woman there or something. I mean,
yeah, because you don't want to curse.
I'm not saying that about me, but
Yeah.
that's usually how it works. Like you got all the guys together.
Yeah.
You don't want your girl there who gets angry when you drop an F-bomb or something.
Right.
You know.
He'll be like,
So, yeah.
clutching their pearls.
Wow.
And that's funny that we're in that little group, the Americans. We'll be.
What?
Because he said that there's a bunch of little groups.
Oh.
And we were named in that group.
Oh.
We're going to be in the corner over there when we go visit.
I'll be hanging out with everybody.
And so what I'm hoping that you understand is that the pub is really a place for everyone.
You with all your mates and you're all having a laugh and you're all doing everything. It seems to be like the catalyst to make a good time.
However, over the years, things have changed a lot.
Now, I'm worried about the closure of pubs.
More than 150 pubs have closed their doors for good in England and Wales.
They face a cost of living crisis head on.
Now look, it's never been easy for pubs when it comes to laws. It's been like this tug of war between the government and pubs for a very long time. And that is for the simple fact that alcohol is a bit troublesome.
That's true.
In 1552, the Ale House Act was passed, where pubs would be required a license from a local authority in order to be able to sell beer. In 1830, the Beer House Act came along. New laws would pop up, like a legal drinking age. Also, opening hours were pretty tight. But by 1960s, the laws were relaxed somewhat. So from here to about the 2000s, things were flourishing. Having a simple bevy with the boys had evolved. Now you could walk into a pub and there might be things like pool tables, dartboards.
And it's a 5-point round.
You go into any good pub and there will be locals who are insane at pool and darts. They'll come in with their own cases, their own sticks, their own table if they could. And if they get good enough, they can enter professional leagues. They can become professional athletes. I mean, take Phil Taylor, for instance, a professional darts player. Look at him. He is your typical pub goer. But look, if darts and pool isn't what you're into, there's something for everyone. You might be more into board games. So you go, you grab a board game in this box that looked like it survived World War II, or you could attend a quiz night.
Town of Leicester is the birthplace of which mass murderer?
What's his face?
Oh, they, James.
Yeah. James Cornyn.
Corbin? Something like that.
Oh, yeah, something. Cornyn, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We're not saying it right.
Yeah, no.
we know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
And, but this is what Detectorist. On Detectorist.
Oh, yeah. They have like game night or something.
Yeah, their pub, they have game night.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
But really, it would be in 2007 where things would take a massive turn. Where pub culture as we knew it would be gone forever.
A countrywide smoking ban went into effect in the UK on Sunday.
The smoking ban. When smoking ciggies were banned from pubs, this was a major issue in Britain.
Make a place for the smokers and a place for the non-smokers that's segregated off. Not herders out here like bloody prostitutes standing on this corner, which is what you feel like when you're standing here with a cigarette.
I'm not joking, this was as big of a deal as Brexit, Trump, trans athletes. And this is where the government had proposed that we were no longer allowed to smoke cigarettes inside of a pub. And there was uproar from landlords to pub goers, where the classic atmosphere of a pub, you know, where you open the door and a plume full of smoke would come out like a dragon's lair, would now be replaced with breathable air. And we couldn't have that. And it's true, it was part of the atmosphere, but ultimately the ban passed and you had to go outside and smoke cigarettes. From this point on, traditional pub culture only really got worse and worse. With the rise of social media and home media, people didn't really need to leave the house to get entertainment. On top of this, the younger generation were, God forbid, drinking less. And there's been a constant decline in pubs throughout England since 2000.
Oh, wow.
Yes, boys, how you doing?
The smoking thing, I'm just so used to it now. So, and I'm not a smoker.
You're used to there not being allowed to smoke inside?
Yeah, because I remember in the U.S. we kind of went through the same thing, probably around the same time, because they used to allow smoking in the restaurants, and then the next step was to smoking section over there and non-smoking, but you could still smell it.
Yeah.
And then like when we were living in Vegas for a little while.
Yeah, it was given that you were going to smell like a cigarette.
Yeah, all the casinos were poof, like when you open the doors.
Yeah.
And then eventually it just, that they banned it all. Now it was only on the terrace or, so I don't know. I'm used to it. And personally, I have asthma, so
yeah,
I'm glad.
But I could see how it can have more of an impact here than it would in other places, because they go to, you know, because you can imagine them being at the pub and just grabbing a cigarette and start smoking. But now it's like you got to go outside. You can't go out with too many of your friends because you might lose your spot wherever you are. So,
and I feel like
this makes it inconvenient.
I think though, because like in the U.S., smoking is like shunned upon. Now it's like it's shunned. You can't even do it hardly anywhere. And now the majority of Americans are like, ew, you're a smoker. Yeah. And so there's less and less smoking.
Yeah.
Which is happening.
That's true.
So I don't know if that's the case over there, but.
Then we come to Spain, they smoke a lot.
And everybody smokes here.
Yeah. A lot of people do.
A lot of them do.
Yeah.
In pubs throughout England since 2000.
Yes, boys, how you doing? Are you alright?
Yeah. On top of this, alcohol is easier and cheaper to get a hold of from supermarkets. We, as society, have a greater variety of things to do. You don't just have to sit in a pub. You could go get a coffee, you could go for a meal. And so as pubs become less popular and the cost of living goes up, there has been a major decline in pub culture across Britain. But look, it's not all bad news. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and that light is Wetherspoons.
What?
Today I want to talk about one of the great British institutions, Wetherspoons.
Now, Wetherspoons isn't a traditional pub. It's kind of this pub-bar hybrid. It's like a super chain that exists all across Britain, where it takes our favourite elements of traditional pubs, the way they look, the way they feel, combine that with incredibly cheap beer and food, and it attracts a more wider demographic of young people and older people. And I think at this point it's pretty safe to say that Wetherspoons, or Spoons as we abbreviate it to, has kind of become a British institution in and of itself. It's the start of every good night out. It's the place we love to hate, but inside we all have a soft spot for it. It's still got all of the fights, all of the political debates. The owner, Tim Martin, literally did a Brexit tour around Spoons. And it's even got love. Personally, I think as a society, tradition is really important. It's what makes culture so unique and fascinating. It makes people want to come and experience them. So next time you're at your local boozer, grab yourself a pint, take a sip and look around for a second and appreciate everything that's gone in to the Great British Pub. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to...
Oh, cool.
Aww.
We got to go to Spoons.
So,
just for the experience.
You automatically did the abbreviation?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
It sounds like Wetherspoons is like, it's just, so it's like a chain.
Yeah.
Just a chain bar, but apparently it's pretty popular. And they made it cheap, so that always attracts everybody. Cheap food, cheap drinks.
Spoons is like, I could see that in the U.S.
Yeah.
That's kind of how the U.S. scene is, I guess.
That's true.
I mean, we're making broad generalizations because we don't. It's been some years since we've gone to spend time at the bar.
Right.
I mean, if anything, we would go by ourselves. Like we used to go to the Cheesecake Factory and sit at the bar and have some French fries and a drink, like every weekend.
That's true.
It's true. It was amazing. But we're not like the club type anyway. So So we could totally be saying the wrong things, but from what we remember, that's how the U.S. was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we're more of the cafe scene. We even did cafes in the United States.
Yeah.
And so this
Yeah,
is
that's
like
true.
the culture here is like perfect for us because we are cafe people.
Yeah.
Like, but I think if we were in the UK, I think it would be fun to adopt that culture.
Oh hell
the
yeah,
pub
I'm
culture.
going.
Yeah.
All right, no, I'm going to. I can't go crazy though. I don't drink all kinds. So
no,
we
can't do that.
I'll be the
anymore.
one sipping on 2 beers all night, and that's it.
Yeah, it's funny though. It's funny to see a lot of the older people drinking like
out here.
Yeah, out here, and I'm sure anywhere really, but out here because
That's
we're here.
true. It's like 2 80-year-old ladies are sitting having a beer. We're like
a
what
big
the
gigantic
hell?
beer.
And they got like 4 empty bottles on the table.
But I'm sure that's the way it is out there too.
Yeah.
Like I think that older guy that they were showing, that really old man.
Oh yeah.
I think he had a beer right in front of him. Like
Yeah.
it looked like a Guinness or something.
Yeah.
Guinness. Is that
Guinness.
how you say it?
Yeah.
But okay.
All right. Well, that was good.
That was cool. That was cool to
gives us
hear
something
about
else.
the evolution.
Yeah.
Of how it is now too,
Mhm.
and it's lost a little bit of its luster. It sounds like.
You can see why, but that seemed like it might have been impacted by the pandemic. Just like a lot of stuff.
Things. Like
a lot of stuff
of
changed
things.
after that. So,
Yeah, that's true.
remember before the pandemic, there was never any like like Uber or any of these places where you can order your food.
Oh right.
Like that never existed. Now it's everywhere.
Yeah, that ruins a lot of traditional things.
It changed a lot.
Things.
You gotta be willing to.
I don't know about ruin, but yeah,
move. Yeah, it changed it.
Changes things.
Yeah, that was a fun video.
Yeah,
it's cool. It's cool to see these videos sometimes after we see so many.
Right.
We're just used to laughing and not really having these informative videos like this. So
that's cool.
All right, that was a great video. Hopefully you liked that reaction. If you did, then please subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. And if you want to keep the watch party going, then just click on the video that YouTube is going to suggest for you right after this. As always, thanks for stopping by, and we will see you on the next video. Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Peace.